Hey y'all, it's me, Shea Butter Love, San Diego, California, baby. We out here. So I wanted to do my video today while I was in the process of getting ready to finish up my hike. We are presently in new moon energy. New moon went into Aquarius last night on the West Coast. I wanted to say happy new moon. I wanted to say happy Chinese New Year. And I wanted to say happy Black History Month. So today is a beautiful day for me. I like to do my videos when I am literally in the best of spaces, just as I like to do with all things that I put my hands on. I put my energy on is when I'm in a good space, typically, which is most of the time. But today I feel extra special in my energy, so I wanted to share some things with you guys because it's a topic we ain't talked about yet that came to me. And I want to get into it. So before we do that, I want to say hello to my new followers. I want to say thank you for watching the video. If you like the video and you enjoy the message, please share it. Please subscribe and please hit that notification bell so you can be reminded on the next one. Feel free to also go back and watch any old videos that I posted so that you can be enlightened again, or if you liked them, watch them twice. So I hope everybody is in a pleasant space. It's important to sometimes slow down so that you could take in what is going on around you. And we're going to do a few deep breaths before we get super into the message. So we're going to breathe in and hold it for 4 seconds. And you want to release it for 4 seconds. If you have it in, you go ahead and hold it for 4 seconds as well. So let's breathe in and hold and release. We'll do it again to keep the number 4 going. This is the 3rd time. Let's do it again. And just relax your body and release. So the message for today is the importance of paying attention to your dreams. As much and many times, a lot of messages that are meant for you to decipher, take as a whole, are going to come through you in your sleep. They're going to come through your dreams. A little bit of personal information about me is that I'm a person that I get a lot of messages in my dreams. Sometimes they are specific. Sometimes they're not meant to be taken so literal. And I have to actually write them down and go back to them. Or I have to actually marinate and sit on them. And I won't get into any specifics of the dreams. But I will just say that they have given me many informations on many different topics and subjects and people. Much information on many different topics and many different people. And they have also helped me greatly along my journey. So I also wanted to say that some people like to do their interpretations through reading or even through audiobooks. That is perfectly fine. I'm a person that likes to really more so follow my own intuition when it comes to taking an opportunity to really just think and marinate on what has happened and transpired. And sometimes these dreams can be tricky. Pay attention to. We're gonna get into that. Let me just say this first. We're gonna get into some of the things you can pay attention to, some of the things that you can do to help you out in your own deciphering. Like I did give some tips right now. Of course, we can always say yes to books because sometimes dream interpretation books do greatly assist. If you have even a person close to you that you trust talking to about your dreams that is gifted in that way, they can sometimes assist you also. And I want to also say that writing them down, writing your dreams down can greatly assist you because sometimes once we get up and we get on our phone, we can, forget some things. And then also writing them down allows you to go back to them for future reference if need be. So let's get into some of the things that you can pay attention to in your dreams that can assist you in receiving whatever messages you are receiving at the moment. So one of the things that you can pay attention to is specifically the elements. Like some people see a lot of different elements in their dreams. Some people may always be outside. Some people may always be in water, different forms of water. Some people may always just, be in space. They may be flying all the time. Some people may be always at the beach or whatever. You want to pay attention to the element: water, fire, land, air, or we can say earth, air. You want to pay attention to the colors you see, because different colors represent different things. If you're seeing a lot of yellow, sometimes yellow can represent Leo energy, fifth house energy. If we're talking about astrology, sometimes yellow can represent the sun as a whole. We know that Leo is the ruler of the sun. Sometimes yellow can represent the solar plexus, which is the chakra that is responsible for creativity. You understand what I'm saying? So pay attention to the colors, whether it's blue, whatever, and what those colors mean to you, how they make you feel, and how they show up in your daily life. And I also wanted to say that before I continue on too deeply into the videos that I do are raw and unedited. If you're new to the page, you may be like, damn, it seems kind of like it's a freestyle. I'm a freestyle person. So when it comes to speaking, when it comes to any type of interviewing or anything I do, this is the way I choose to do things, because to me it's just more authentic. There may be a blooper or two. We're not gonna, put a lot of energy into that. We're gonna keep moving. And I think that that's just truly the benefit to being able to do this, is to just allow spirit to use you, right? So I also want to talk about some other things that you could pay attention to in your dreams. For some people cannot utilize their sensory in dreams. Like some people cannot taste, smell. Some people cannot even see as good. I know that I've had dreams as a child and even a teenager where my vision was limited. Even adult, where my vision was a little bit limited. Sometimes you cannot hear in your dream, or sometimes your motion is slowed down. Pay attention to these things and how they play out in your day-to-day life. Pay attention to how you feel when you go to sleep and when you wake up. Just how you feel in general. What this is doing is allowing you to practice another form of mindfulness when it comes down to paying attention to your dreams. Everything is just about tapping into that present moment. And I'm talking about sometimes the messages that can be relayed can be even down to childbirth. It can be down to lies people have told you can be revealed in dreams. I've had that happen to me as well, where somebody might have thought they was withholding some information, or they might have thought that they was telling me something that I didn't know. And baby, let me tell you, Shea Butter Love knew. People thought they was hiding different things, different people. No, honey, the dreams is gonna always tell me. And I wanted to also say that when you're in the process, if you like to decipher your own dreams, as I'm trying to do a little bit more of, paying attention to like if there's any animals in your dreams, paying attention to if there are any different types of wildlife, flowers, if you are doing certain things. Sometimes things are not to be taken literal. So I wanted to get into that. That's the reason why I said that, is that sometimes when you are deciphering your own dreams, you don't want to take things specifically as literal messages, or at times what you don't want to do is you don't want to take things according to how you feel. I'm going to be very specific and personal right now. A few years ago, I met somebody and I got close to this person. And when I met them, the very first dream that I had about this individual, my aunt was in the dream. Now, I will say this. My aunt was a Pisces, very much so tapped in spiritually. She did not use a lot of the terminology, nor did she use the verbiage, nor did she have many friends, nor did she utilize social media heavily. She was very much so a loner. She was a number 7 life path number. And she essentially raised me as one of her daughters, basically. And I don't want to get too deep off into that, but I will say this. In that dream that I had about this specific individual, she was there. Her demeanor was very much so like when she was in the land of the living, when she was here on earth. And I took it as, because they were in the dream together, she was granting me some type of approval as an ancestor. You understand what I'm saying? The reason why I took it that way is because I wanted that interpretation to be true. I have gained some wisdom in the last few years. With time and age, you get an experience, you can sometimes gain wisdom. It came to me that my interpretation was not accurate. I was merely trying to manifest something from this. You know, I wanted something to be from this. I wanted it to be what it was I was interpreting it as. Now what I understand today is that the look on her face, the energy that was present, was actually disapproval. And I say all of that to say this. Sometimes you can be wrong if you're not being all the way 100 and authentic with your interpretation. You cannot always act on emotions when you're interpreting your dreams. Sometimes you do have to use logic. I'm just going to be all the way honest. It's not like, oh, you know, you're dating somebody and you're having a dream about them, and in the dream you guys are getting married. Don't take that as literal as it may seem. Sometimes that individual you marrying, it could literally be giving you a message that they're already married, or it could be giving you a message that you are going to get married, but it may not necessarily be them. It may be the way that they carry themselves, the characteristics they embody may be something that will be beneficial for you in the future. It may not necessarily be that individual, if that makes any sense to you all. So I wanted to say also, if you are in a position where you want to get closer to your dreams and you want to figure your stuff out a little bit more, and you just like, what is, this about? And you really are trying to tap in. Do not watch too much TV before you go to sleep. Do not pay attention to your phone too much before you go to sleep. Give yourself some downtime at nighttime. This is something that we all can work on. Sometimes this will not apply because you're just going to do what you want to do, as you should in life sometimes, and that's okay. But feel free to just like be in your thoughts a little bit. Pay attention to what you're putting in your psyche before you go to bed. You understand what I'm saying? And if you have children, this is something that I do with my kids, especially with my youngest, is we exchange dreams. We talk about them because it gives us both something to, figure out about each other. It also, I feel like, is a way to be very intimate and close to your children because you're sharing something with them that's happening in your mind and your subconscious that you don't necessarily have to share. So it's a good way to also bond with your children. So, I just wanted to say in closing, I wanted to keep this video kind of short. I didn't want to get too deep off into, too much because I'm going to go further into this later. But I wanted to say, be patient with yourself in closing. I'm just letting spirit use me. This may connect to the video. It may not, but it may connect to someone personally. And that's more important to me. I don't do times. I don't do rules all the time. I'm kind of just rebellious in my ways, and I allow spirit to use me as a vessel fully. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. And what I mean by that is not just in the decisions that you make, but in your desires, in your manifestations, in your desires, the things that you truly want to come to you. It's okay to be patient. There is no rush. I wanted to let them pass because it was a little, but there is no rush. Be patient with your weight loss. Be patient with yourself. I have been working out consistently since March. Next month, it'll be a year. I'm down 27 pounds. I still got a little more to go, but I fully embrace the space that I'm in. I'm fully thankful for where I have come from. And it's not an end goal. It's a lifestyle. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your love life. Sometimes we get in our own way, being in a rush to receive what it is we think we need, when in actuality, the universe has something much better for us. Be okay with saying, nah, I'm going to go ahead and wait on mine. You understand what I'm saying? Be okay with that. And be patient with yourself when it comes to business, when it comes to growing, when it comes to building anything. day by day, emotion by emotion, step by step. Don't get to one milestone and discredit yourself or discredit your work like, oh, it ain't nothing. I still got to get here. If your goal at one point was to make 30,000 and you did it, that still was a goal. That still holds weight. That's still manifestation. If your next goal is to make 45, 50, 60, don't feel like you need to keep up, compare, or go any faster than what's necessary for your own spiritual pace. Some people like to go 500 miles per hour. We're not going to knock them or be mad at that, but that's their journey. Some people like to go 25 miles per hour. That's cool too. So I wanted to say in closing, I appreciate you watching the video. I hope that it has helped someone on their journey in one way or another. Sometimes we just need a little bit of a foundation to get our thoughts moving. We don't necessarily need to always go super deep into trying to get somebody to understand something. Sometimes people just need a little guidance. You understand what I'm saying? So stay involved with your community, stay involved with yourself, stay involved with your children, and stay focused. Be cool. Live your life. Words of wisdom, words of encouragement, and free game. Peace.